I know you guys have heard about our rant videos that we're putting on YouTube, so now this time we're giving you a chance to get a response from the people who post those videos.
And here's a few of your guys' responses. So Cliff L writes, here's a perfect example of how liberalism rots the brain. I find that interesting. The definition of liberalism is a political philosophy or worldview founded on the idea of liberty and equality. Sure, I can't expect Donald Trump supporters to be huge advocates of liberty, or certainly not equality, but come on. One of the big reasons that people are supporting Donald Trump is that he is all for liberty. I mean, liberty for white Americans, but still liberty nonetheless. So I guess you can either have your brain rotting from Trump's ideologies or liberalism. I suppose I'll take the latter on that one. So, another one that we had was, oh sure, states that America is first in education spending, 28th in results. Let me just start out by saying we're sadly not #1 in education spending. Maybe our education performance would be better if our government understood how to distribute tax dollars to correct programs. Rather than commenting hateful things on my rant video, you could email your man Donald Trump and tell him, rather than pumping money into a giant wall around our country, maybe set up some policies to improve our public education and our higher education system. Maybe take a note from Bernie Sanders on a few of those policies. And lastly, G265RP throws his hat into the ring by sharing clear example of mental disorder provoked by liberal mentality, lack of common sense, etc. Mental disorders, premature death of brain cells. Disclaimer, it took me around 30 minutes to decipher the mess that is that statement. However, on the topic of mental disorders, Donald Trump had a bit to say on the issue of mental illness. Yesterday, Trump blamed mass shootings on mental illness. He states that you have a sickness in this country and throughout the world, and you're always going to have difficulty. Trump argues that more guns are the answer. Rather than making the argument to mass shootings is to provide people with more guns, he could recognize that mental illness is just as serious as physical illness, and to make strides to fund research into cures. He states it's not a question of laws, it's really the people. Our laws and policies should be a reflection of the people. If our laws are not implemented as a direct result of actions of the people, what purpose do they really serve? So that's what you guys had to say about my rant video, and those are a few of my rebuttals.